Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing some more fun-free drumming ideas. This week's lesson is aimed at sort of beginnerish sort of standard. It's not for people that are just starting out behind the kit. This is for players that have got a couple of beats under their belt. They know what paradiddles are and double strokes and things like that, and got a few drum fills going as well. What we're going to be looking at today, and my hands will be playing this throughout the entire lesson, is the paradiddle-diddle. Right, we'll be playing a 16th note triplets. So for every beat we've got, so beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4, we're playing this 6-note pattern. So we've got 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. And the sticking is right, left, right, right, left, left. And we're playing on the toms, which hopefully going to promote a little bit of development with your hands. As you'll find there's a little less bounce of the toms compared to the snare. If I was playing on the snare, it's a little bit easier. The sticks bounce back a bit more. On the toms, you've got to put a bit more finger work into it. So hopefully it's going to sort of, like I said, promote a little bit of speed and strength in those hands. So here we go. Let's just try it on here. Okay, and I like to count in groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And each loud clonk I'm doing at the start of each one will be the pulse. So like beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. Now, sorry, got a bit of a cough. Right, so another thing we can do with it is we can start playing around with the dynamics. We'll still stick to the same sticking pattern. That's a tricky one to say. But what we'll do is we'll play the odd note a little bit louder. So although you're playing exactly the same sticking, it's going to sound a little bit different. So let's just start off by getting the bass drums on beat 1 and beat 3, and then the snare drums on beat 4. So I'll start off with a hand pattern. If I was just playing this as single strokes, it would sound like. So I'm going right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. But we're going to mix it up. Sounds a bit cooler. What I do now, if I just get the overhead camera going, I'll play a few different speeds just so you can hear what it's going to sound like. So here we go. Quicker. Bit quicker. Okay, so now we've got that down. That's basically the sort of the core, the foundation of this entire lesson. All we're going to do now is just going to add the hi-hats, which are going to be going on 8th note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and that just adds a nice sort of like little layer on, and just sort of makes the beat sort of come alive a little bit more. And then regarding technique with the left foot, rather than keeping my heel down and going like that, which is gonna cane after a while, just lift your heel up and just sort of bounce your toes on the top end of the pedal. So you'll see my leg go up and down, up and down. Okay, make sure you come down nice and hard, otherwise you get this sort of wishy-washy sound. You want to hear that clean tick, 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 where you're stamping down every time. Tick, 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 tick. All right, so the next thing we do It's exactly the same sticking. All we're going to do is make one of these left-handed notes pop out a tiny bit more. And that's going to be the note after the snare drum. So we're going to be... We're still going right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. All we're doing is playing around with the dynamics. Same sticking, just going to make it sound a little bit different. So if I start off without it and then just chuck that idea in, you'll see what it's going to sound like. So it comes out just a little bit louder after you've hit that snare drum. So here we go. Take that idea, sort of play around with it a little bit. What I'll do just to finish off is I'll start off just by building the whole thing up in layers and then playing around with the dynamics. But like I said, all it is that sort of paradiddle-diddle. Keep that going. See if you can bring the left foot in for a nice bit of sort of garnish on the side. And then see if you can get like certain notes popping out a tiny bit. And you can see how you can develop just this single idea within a song, within like a little practice regime, and make it sound pretty sweet. So let's do this, and then I'll come and say goodbye. Here we go. Okay guys, so there it is. Thank you very much for watching. Hope this lesson sort of encouraged you to go and practice your rudiments a tiny bit. If you've got the sheet music for this particular lesson, you can go and download that from onlinedrummer.com. If you want to be an absolute star and come and support me on Patreon, there's a link down below. And if you just want to come and find me to say hello and talk about drums and stuff, there's links for Facebook and Twitter down there as well. So until next time, take care, keep drumming, and I'll see you next Thursday for some more fun-free drumming ideas. Alright, see you later.